each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Check, 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 check.
15. You got to go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Yellow. I'll go on. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son.
Henry running right. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
47's the mic.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Booker on the catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
On the double. 7.
They'll run on first down. Ellis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after. Give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down.
Go. Ready.
2nd and 5. The hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working. All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Elliott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They keep it with Henry on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4, Mahomes forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now again, right side. It's Ellis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elliott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On 3rd down, Ellis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
ready?
Mike, nine. It's our time.
Step.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, echo.
On 4th down, Elliott. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guy in a single score. Point attempt to come here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's got Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I don't need to. 180. Hey.
46 to Mike, 46.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, 43, 15.
46.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Come on, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Alpha. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket and caught by Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Henry. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go one more.
Ready.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Yep. X3. 218. Chopper. Big trip.
On 1st down, it's Ellis. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
To throw on 2nd down, Elliott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him. But he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. He spins free, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Hey, check.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Booker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Elliott. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the 1st. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
46 to Mike, 46.
15.
Echo.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes complete. It's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Third down.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing to start the drive. Elliott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Off play action. Elliott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Elliott. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
On 3rd down, Ellis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.